Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Unit 1, Lesson 8, but we are in Section 9 of our Unit 1 notes. And in Section 9 we talk about the ways that we classify matter. So we have discussed thus far how we observe matter, how we measure matter, how we change matter, either physically or chemically. And so now we're going to talk about all the matter in the universe and how it is broken down into two types. So we take everything that there is, everything you can think of, everything that exists, and we break it down into two types of matter. Matter that is pure and matter that is not pure. So we have pure substances. That's one of our types of matter. Okay? And you should record that. A substance is also called a pure substance. And then we have matter that is not pure. Impure matter, which is called a mixture. Okay? Mixtures are not pure matter. The big difference is that pure substances are made of only one type of atom or molecule. Whereas mixtures are made of more than one type of atom or molecule. There's more than one type of thing or matter in the container. Just so you know, this says and or over here. I know it's kind of hard to interpret. So I gave you an example of both a pure substance over here, right? There's only one type of molecule. The difference between an atom and a molecule is that atoms are all by themselves, right? That's an atom, right? A molecule is atoms that are bonded together. And the way we show bonding in these pictures is that they're stuck together. So a molecule is bonded atoms, okay? So we would call this a diatomic molecule. What we have in this picture is a triatomic molecule. But the point is that all of these are the same. All of these look identical. So there's only one thing in this box, and it's three of those atoms stuck together. Okay, so that is a pure substance. It's pure. Only one kind of matter is present. If you look at this box, up here, you'll notice you have one kind of matter here. You have this molecule, a diatomic molecule, and then you have this, which is two different atoms bonded, which we call a compound. But the important point here is you recognize this container is mixed with more than one type of matter. You have this and you have this. So two different types of matter in that container that we call a mixture. Most of what exists in the universe is mixed matter, but we do have to know properties of pure substances. So in a pure substance, every bit of the substance is the same. The substance has what we call a uniform composition. And again, only one type of matter is present. So again, we mean either only one type of atom or one type of molecule, okay? Pure substances are always considered to be, this may be a new word for you, it's homogeneous. And what it means if you are homogeneous is that even though you might have more than one type of atom that are bonded, they always look like one thing to the naked eye. So this means that a pure substance only looks like one thing is present. And when I say only looks, I mean with your naked eye, not your Miss Frizzle glasses. So when you look at water, it looks like only one thing is there, right? It's clear, it's transparent, blah, blah, blah. When you look at gold, it only looks like one thing is there. It just looks like gold. You don't see parts. There's only one thing present, or it looks like there's only one thing present. Pure substances are further broken down into two categories. They're either elements You'll know if something's an element because it's on the periodic table of elements, or they are compounds. And compounds are elements bonded together to create something new. So if you have a pure substance, then your pure substance can either be classified as an element, like sodium, or a compound, like sodium chloride or table salt, 2 atoms bonded. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the properties of some of our pure substances. First, you have elements. Elements are the simplest form of matter. This is the first dot, and they cannot be decomposed. Okay? They are the building blocks from which all forms of matter are made. They cannot be broken down. That's what decomposed means. It means broken down. So you cannot break down an element into further pieces. It's the simplest form of matter, and elements combine to make everything else. The smallest unit of an element is an atom. Okay? And this is your second dot. Elements are composed of only one type of atom. So if you have a sample of gold, gold has only gold atoms. If you have a sample of silver, silver has only silver atoms. Okay? All the elements are found on the periodic table of elements. That's why it's called that. And we can represent our elements with a 1 or 2 letter symbol. If the symbol is 2 letters, like gold, we only capitalize the first letter. So for example, the symbol of gold is capital A, lowercase u. AU, give me your gold, right? We capitalize the first letter, lowercase the second letter. Chlorine, this is one kids get confused with all the time. It is in your chart. Chlorine is capital C, lowercase l. That's not an I, right? That's C, lowercase l, okay? Since these are substances and they're only made of one type of atom, then they only look like they're made of one type of atom, and they must be homogeneous. All elements are homogeneous, okay? You might look at or read that word as homogeneous. That's fine too. And some common elements and their symbols. Well, I did list a couple there. Na is a good one to know. It's sodium. C is carbon. Pb is lead. Mg is magnesium. We'll do silver, and then, we could go on and list these forever, but Ag is silver. You do not need to memorize the elements and their symbols because those are given to you in Table S. So if you look on Table S, you will find the element names and their symbols. Okay? The other type of pure substance is a compound. Okay? And compounds are chemical combinations of elements. So they are formed when 2 or more different atoms, this is what you're writing in the first dot under compounds, chemically combine. I know it doesn't make sense with this sentence, but your sentence is a little different. So they are formed when 2 or more different atoms chemically combine. The way we can show 2 or more different atoms chemically combined is we show them stuck together. Just say it's stuck together. And it's important that you underline the word different. Okay? You have the word different. It says formed when 2 or more different atoms chemically combine. They have to be different. If you had the same 2 atoms stuck together like that, that would be an element because there's only one type of atom present. They have to be different, okay? And so we're showing different atoms here by making one black and one white. Since compounds are chemically combined, they can be decomposed chemically back into the elements that create them, and that is an example of a chemical change, right? That's a chemical change. The simplest unit, I think that's your next dot. The simplest unit of a compound is a molecule. Remember, atoms bonded make molecules. So these are always different atoms bonded. Okay? They have a fixed composition, which basically means they have chemical formulas. Okay? And again, this is kind of piggybacking off this. I don't think you have this sentence on yours, but compounds are composed of bonded atoms called molecules. And they function as a unit, and as a result, that must be dot that you have, that's your must be dot, they must be homogeneous. Let me give you some common examples of compounds that you have to know. Obviously, H2O is water. We have baking soda, which is NaHCO3. Again, remember when we say water, we're assuming distilled water. That is the pure compound. Rainwater, tap water, those are not pure. Those are all mixtures. You have this substance, C6H12O6, that's sugar. Some common compounds that you're exposed to every day. You exhale this compound, carbon dioxide. What else? NH3 might be something that your mother cleans with, or your father. It's ammonia. That's also a compound. Another one that comes up quite frequently is this one, CH4. Most of us use this to heat our homes. That's methane.
You teaching her lesson now? She never stops. Hello?
Oh, we're back. Sorry. I thought I gave you the countdown. So I apologize for being interrupted by Mr. Jekovich. I just wanted to finish giving you some examples of compounds. On Monday, we'll finish this section where we talk about the other form of matter other than substances, which is mixed matter or impure matter. So we'll talk about mixtures on Monday. So that's it for tonight, everybody. Enjoy your weekend and
See ya!